Just in the past, like, month, we broke up.
There's a lot of girls with me right now. Got a lot of drugs with me right now. But I'd rather just
Let's not go too soon now.
I feel the same. And a lot of girls say they might not. I would rather pass that one to you, like we used to do.
Alright y'all, we're gonna get into this video. Ezee and Natalie, why we broke up. My girl is in the next room in a virtual meeting, so I'm trying to be quiet. So I want to shout out to my girl Aaliyah, okay? She was the first one to request this video, why we broke up. Crab mukbang from Ezee x Natalie. So let's get in our business a little bit, okay? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I upload on my channel. DMV lit videos to react to and tell a friend, tell their Angel Mama, tell their Uncle Joey. Still a hoe. Let's get right into the video. Let's get it, y'all.
But y'all, we're just so grateful for y'all and everything that's been coming up. So I know y'all been wondering, what's going on with us in the relationship, man.
Yeah.
We took a whole 360, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what's up,
I was
man.
worried about a relationship.
I was super worried, but honestly,
Yeah.
I think that's one good thing about us taking the break that we've taken. Like, we've had so much more time for ourselves to work on this relationship.
What type of break y'all talking about? Let's see if they talk about what type of break they talking about. Like, what type of break y'all talking about? Did y'all go to, like, different households? Like, how did that happen?
Even just not have the stress of filming 24/7, so we could.
Oh, okay. So they're talking about taking a break from content. I feel you.
That alone can add so much like stress and like just put that pressure on our relationship. So the fact that we've been able to just enjoy each other.
What is that? I've never seen, like, a concoction like that. When it comes to, like, crab legs, there's always, like, a red sauce. But this looks like some miso soup or something.
There's company, go do things,
It's like, it feels like a new relationship, y'all. It feels like, dang, like I'm not only getting my best friend back, but the romance is just there, and just I feel obsessed with her again. You know what I'm saying? And that
Obsessed.
so we needed, like, to find that again.
Not
Because
obsessed.
That's
Not
hard,
obsessed.
like finding that
romance.
when you're in a relationship for so
All
long.
that butter on your chin. I almost licked it off.
when you're in a relationship for so long, like the things that we were experiencing, it's like we thought it wasn't normal. We thought it was almost the end.
I was starting to have to try to picture what's life gonna be like without my baby, and that was hard. You were picturing that too, girl. No,
Yeah,
not
when we
now.
say it when we in a good place, it just hurt.
I know.
And my butter kisses.
We have been doing good for a while now. I feel like we can write a book right now about how much we've learned about relationships. Just in the past, like, month, we broke up. I feel like we can write a book right now about how much we've learned about relationships. Just in the past, like, month, we broke up.
Yeah, it was tough.
Living in the same house,
It's crazy.
like, not talking to each other.
You know what? I have so much respect for them for even, like, addressing this topic on camera, because a lot of people wouldn't have the balls to even do that, Like, I know they have a couple channel content, but they're actually being vulnerable enough with their audience to let them know, like, and be transparent about what's really going on in the relationship, and also shattering this image of perfection. I feel like a lot of people want this image of perfection, especially when it comes to couple channel content. Nobody wants you to see the dark times. Nobody wants to speak on, like, when shit is not going right. People only want to post the picture perfect stuff. So shout out to Ezee and Natalie for actually being vulnerable and transparent enough to put their true selves out there and maybe be able to help other people who may be going through relationship problems have some hope that maybe it's not the end, and maybe, there's just more work to do. not only on the relationship but within ourselves. You know, that's dope.
Sleeping in separate rooms, like not touching each other, not kissing each other, nothing. Like I'm not gonna lie, I really thought like we're done. Like
that was after the therapy.
That was after the therapy, and we were at like such a place where I honestly was just like, I felt like I couldn't take it anymore. She felt like she couldn't take it anymore. Then randomly we ended up having a transparent conversation because she ended up getting some good news about something, and I feel like just as, you know, that person that's always been there for her, she just wanted to share it with me even though we weren't talking, you know? That's what it felt like to me when you came up to me. Yeah. And I was in the kitchen, I was cooking something for me because I wasn't even cooking for her, y'all.
Damn,
you know, she
y'all.
was starving.
Uber Eats.
I be depending on my baby.
She walks in and she tells me the news, and I was just like, of course, genuinely happy for her, even though it was weird because we haven't talked for like days. Then honestly, that just sparked so much conversation, and we just ended up sitting on the floor, like saying some real deep stuff. I feel like at that point we felt like we had nothing to lose. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I know. What I need. I'm gonna be completely blunt, and I feel like you were with me too. Like it wasn't I'm trying to save your feelings or avoid an argument, and it's like you're either gonna listen or you're not. This is what I need, and like this isn't working for me, you know. And that was how we were both talking to each other, and I think we ended up, that transparency gave us understanding that we didn't have before because we were always on the defense or ready to be argumentative or whatever the case may be. But at this point we knew like this is it, like this is, if I'm gonna be argumentative right now, this is really the end of this relationship, you know. So we just listened to each other, and some of the stuff we heard, it hurt, and it was hard to say, and it was hard to hear, but it got us to a point of understanding that I didn't know we could get to. And like now I feel like the reason why we've been doing so good for the last month is because I have that raw understanding of what she needs, and she has that raw understanding of what I need. And it's nothing personal, it's just what we know we need out of life and out of a partner. And we're either going to compromise and stuff, or we're not, and we're going to lose each other.
Wow. You articulate that really good.
Really?
Yeah. And I think a lot of people can relate to it, and I think a lot of people can understand it. Even if they're going through it, it's just like, oh, come on, baby. Even if they're going through it, they can be like, well, maybe this is what I need to do. Be honest with my partner, you know?
Just be honest, because at the end of the day, too, I think getting out, what would you say one of the best things for this relationship has been, or for like what step did you take that helped you to look at this relationship completely different? And what do you think is like contributing the most towards our recent success in the relationship?
You know, coming into this relationship, our relationship was different. So you see me as a best friend in that transition of us being to lovers. It was like I wasn't turning that comfortability off, kind of. You know, and I got way too comfortable from my perspective. And even as I seen you, you know, it was like we were getting so comfortable. And sometimes I felt like we didn't have a balance. You know what I'm saying? And that friendship and then the relationship would clash. It was like, it was such a great thing to actually be in love with your best friend. But it also was like, kind of like our downfall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It hurt us.
Yeah, it hurt us a lot because it was like, well, damn, like, I used to do this shit when we was best friends, but now we're in a relationship, some things I can't do, I can't get away with. Not like I'm trying to be like sneaky, but like more so like talking to her in certain ways and when to turn off that bitch and like, you know, like using that word and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And really understanding you in a way to where it was like, damn, like that's when I realized we were too comfortable and we both had that conversation. It was like, I have to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I have to, and not in a way towards like, oh, I'm walking eggshells, but uncomfortable.
Yeah, because that ain't your friend. You don't bitch. That ain't your friend. That's your girl. You know.
Where that romance, you know, like even just like the little things, that spicy, sexy, spontaneous love. You know what I'm saying? It's like we do certain things different, even to that extent. So when it's like, yo, like that romantic side is coming back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's huge. It's like a huge difference. So I feel like to answer your question, it's just like I had to step out of my comfort zone and get uncomfortable and not relearn you, but revisit things that made you fall in love with me. revisit the things that, even thinking about
Vice versa.
thinking about the things that Shan was, saying in the therapy. I felt like even though we broke up after it, we now still use like a lot of the things that she gave us, the tools and stuff.
Shout out
that
to
she gave us
Shan.
to do in our relationship.
Speaking of, if y'all didn't see that therapy session, go check it out because it was not only helpful for us,
good.
but a lot of our viewers were like, wow.
Yeah, it was
they were able to apply stuff that we talked about to their relationships, to their friendships, family. I got a big piece.
I feel like I can smell the crab through the screen.
Don't. That was one thing that really helped the success of our newfound relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's the process of like falling in love again. I just feel like I've been thinking about this so much lately that, wow, I've learned so much that I want to be able to share. And obviously I can't share it all in a mukbang. And I would say the number one thing was for sure getting uncomfortable. Comfortability is like the
It's a
death
killer.
of things.
It's a killer
I think
of anything.
another thing that I realized,
Nothing grows in your comfort zone, success-wise, anything. If you're comfortable, get uncomfortable.
and this has like made a huge difference, is every day I wake up and I make the decision to do good in this relationship.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let me know.
Every day I literally roll over, and I might feel overly comfortable and just be like, I'm just gonna roll back over and go back to sleep, or I'm gonna just get on my phone, or whatever the case may be, and I'll be like, no, because that's how it starts. It starts with those little decisions where you're just comfortable, and you don't treat that person like someone you're in love with, and then you fall out of love again. I'll kiss her or start rubbing her back because she loves for her back to be scratched, and just be like sweet in the morning, like, good morning, babe, and making those conscious decisions throughout the day. It's not just when you wake up. It's going to be throughout the day. What's my tone with you? Like, how am I talking to you? Do I sound frustrated? And you would think like it's tone policing.
That's how you do it, though.
But it honestly isn't.
Yeah.
It's about being overly considerate of your partner,
And considering their feelings.
to how they want to be treated. It's like, and we've been super receptive too. If I tell her, babe, I don't like the way that you've been talking to me for this past hour. Like, I feel like you've been blah 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 blah. She'll be receptive to me. And then that makes me want to be receptive to her the next time she says, and she'll say it in a way where I can understand her and I'm not on defense, and she'll just be like, babe, I don't like the way you're doing this, or whatever the case may be. And she knows the way that she talks to me, I'll be able to listen, Yeah. I don't know. We've learned a lot. Like I said, I feel like I could write a whole book about how much we've learned just in this last month, and I'm really excited about this journey. I'm excied about how well we're doing together.
Bro, we're doing so good.
Let me know what that is in the comments, y'all.
It's even just the way like we've been dealing with stuff. I know we can go on and on about it. I'm just so in love with the way that we deal with stuff and how receptive we are. And just telling each other versus like the beginning, or not even the beginning, when we was that turmoil stage where it's like, we said that, it's like, well, I'm not being like that. If you didn't do this, and I wouldn't have said it like that. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, oh, okay, my partner is expressing something. Whether I intended to hurt her feelings or not, it hurt her feelings. So let me acknowledge that and not always have an excuse or a reason why. Sometimes an explanation is good, just so they know, like, oh, no, like, honestly, I wasn't even thinking like that, but in that type of way. You feel me? Not like, why are you being sensitive? You know what I'm saying? That type of way. That's toxic. That's going to only, like, make her emotions heightened.
More
That's
defensive.
going to provoke her. You feel me? So, I think the way that we do stuff is I'm just so infatuated and in love with this.
I feel like it's just allowing that person to have that space to actually be vulnerable with their feelings, trusting that you'll have an open heart and an open ear to listen, at least to just listen.
This relationship, I literally can see all the people that didn't say we were going to work out just mad, or annoyed, or like, well, they're still going to, they did break up, I told you.
Or pretending they were rooting for us.
Yeah, like they couldn't see us. They, swore that this was fake. They swore that you weren't, like, into women. And now, look, it's not even for them, but it's just funny because we're here and we're so in love, and it's years later. We're going on the third year soon.
I feel like if people are happy, just let them be happy. You can have your opinions. People are going to have their opinions, of course. I have plenty of opinions, and you can agree, disagree, whatever the case may be. But you know, at the end of the day, bro, like, if you're happy, just focus on that, you know, because people are always going to have something to say.
Really satisfied.
They're making me hungry. I'm about to go eat right after this video.
I'm happy.
And it ain't that, like last thing I'm gonna say. It ain't that, oh, we fixing the relationship type happy, so it's just that. Because we've been there. It's just that fake, like, all right, we're doing anything we can just try to be together. We're, like, faking happy, you know what I'm saying? Not faking happy, but, yeah, that's my baby. But, like,
We usually it's like feels forced. It's like I feel like I'm making ultimate sacrifices usually to get along. I feel like I'll be biting my tongue. I feel like,
I want to say something so bad, but it's not like that. It's like,
it feels like I want to, like I said, wake up every morning and see how I can do good in this relationship. You know, and
I feel like they're both taking responsibility and accountability for how they can step up and how they haven't stepped up, and actually making a conscious effort and decision in their minds and in their hearts to actually do the work to step up. No, not waiting on the other person to step up, just stepping up. Both of you guys stepping up. And of course, the relationship is going to flourish when both of you guys do that and make that conscientious effort, you know?
That's why you my twin soul. My soulmate.
It takes two, though.
I love you.
It takes two.
With your eyes are glowing. Those are the eyes that, you know, used to look at me when we were just best friends and you was infatuated and loved me, but you didn't know what it was.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
One of the most rewarding things on our day-to-day journey are those moments that happen where I know for sure there would have been arguments before, and we breeze through them,
That's awesome.
And we handle it well.
Awesome.
I'm still like, you know, astonished, and I'm like, we did so good.
That's so dope.
Even us giving each other credit. Like, credit isn't necessary, but it's like, no, baby.
It is though. That's another thing. Like I said, there's a long list of things that we are realizing works for us.
It helps. It's like, yo, babe, like, thank you so much for, like, I noticed the other day that you did this, blah, blah, blah. And I really
like, tell them an example.
It's been a lot of time. I'm telling you. Just tell it, because we've been, like, on a roll with, like, just.
She was very considerate.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
She was very considerate of me the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it wasn't a super extreme thing, but that's how it starts, and that's how you gotta know. You gotta know it's the little thing.
With anything, you gotta accept those little wins. You gotta celebrate those little wins, you know, even down to like success. Like, say if you're starting a YouTube channel, okay, it's about little wins. Some people might post a video and you might get 20 views, but if you think about it, think of a room with 20 people in there, 20 strangers. You don't even know these people. Is that a lot of people to you? Absolutely, that's a lot of people, okay? 20 people that you do not know who actually clicked your video and watched that mother. That's a lot of people. Change your perception. You know, same thing with relationships. Hey, babe, I really appreciated when you did this thing. No matter how small it seems, and those small wins that you celebrate will actually become big wins, you know? Success is not attained overnight. It's small wins. Every day posting videos, you know what I'm saying? Every day, even the times when you don't want to do it. There might be times when, like she said, she wants to like roll over and like not put in the effort, or, you know, maybe something that your partner always does, you take for granted and you never give them kudos for that, you know? That's a win that you could celebrate, and an opportunity to grace your relationship with gratitude and your partner with gratitude. You already know anything that you're grateful for, you will be given more things to be grateful for. You know, no matter what it is in your relationship and success, your love life, your health, your wealth, anything, you know, the more grateful you are for the things that you have, the more you'll have to be grateful for. So yeah, I agree.
Things, and they add up. But I just made us breakfast, and
she took a minute too.
I think that one thing about me is I feel like our sacred moments together are us eating, you know, and especially because I cook for us a lot of times, or even if I don't cook for us, it's just us bonding over food and we're nourishing our bodies. So we try not to really be on our phones like that while we're eating together. We try to talk, catch up, whatever the case may be, talk about the day. So I made us breakfast, and I know, and then she comes to breakfast and she was on her phone, like on FaceTime the whole time. And I'm just sitting there and I'm eating, and I know she could tell that there was something wrong with me. Basically, I was done with breakfast. She was done breakfast. She was still on the phone at the table, and I just got up and like washed my bowl. And she said, "Are you okay?" And I like went upstairs. And I was like, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I was still trying to do my part and do my work, which is not reacting or overreacting the way I usually would. But I didn't like it. And I was like, I'll talk to her about it when I've cooled down and I'm not as upset, and just let her know I don't think we should create those habits, But she came up to me and came up to my office, and she gave me a big hug and kiss, and she saw the issue herself. And was like, babe,
I just noticed you stolen her crab legs.
Sorry for being on my phone.
Now that's love.
And I'm not going to do that again while we're eating. I didn't even have to say anything.
Okay, man. I hugged her. You were on your knees.
I was, on the floor,
You were on the floor, she was on her knees, so I got down on my knees too. I said, baby, I just want to let you know I'm sorry for not, being on my phone, during breakfast. Like, you literally cooked breakfast and you cook for me, and I appreciate you cooking for me all the time. So I really am sorry. I won't do that next time because I know that bothered you, And just something as simple as that, I can tell the light in her eyes just made it feel so good.
And then we hugged for a long time.
Yeah, and I rubbed her and I just kissed her, and it was just like, dang. Even for me to do that just felt like, ooh.
Look at this.
Look at me growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She know I love her. She know I like cooking. But even though you know that, it's like you want reassurance. And in those moments, they matter. Even though they're small.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
it matters so much.
How many seemingly small things do we not give thanks for? Like the fact that you have 10 fingers, you got 10 toes. Imagine the things that you would not be able to do if you didn't have hands, if you didn't have fingers. Imagine if you didn't have your taste, your sense of taste, your sense of smell, the ability to see. All of these things seem small, but I promise if you were not able to see for a whole day, if you are not able to use your hands for a whole day, you will see that these are actually the big things that matter, but day after day, we don't even give any thanks for them. The simple things, they're actually the big things. Same thing in any situation, it's not the big gestures, it's not the big party, it's not the big vacations, it's everything that's in between, all the small wins. The small wins are what really are the big things that matter.
Here's where the affirmations come in, because of course I was very receptive and it was sweet and stuff like that, and then we went on about our day and the day went well, and then I thought about it. I was brushing my teeth and it crossed my mind at night how she did that, and I was just like, usually my thought will come in, I'd be like, oh, that was sweet, and then I'll go get in bed, I forget about her or whatever. So I went in and I just kissed her and I whispered to her and I was like, thank you so much for doing what you did earlier, like this morning. Like, that meant a lot to me, that you went out of your way to come in and make sure I was good and stuff, and I appreciate it. And how did that make you feel?
It was just crazy. It felt like a full circle, kind of. Like, we both were just all day, like, kind of just making sure we were keeping each other in mind. You had a moment. I felt that moment, and I felt bad. Because
Are you eating my crab?
It's right there.
No, baby. I had more than this.
You just not noticing that?
Why did you do that? I thought you were breaking it for me.
Oh. I thought you realized it was like, okay, she
I thought you were being sweet and breaking it up for me.
Now you know damn well she was eating this crab in your face the whole time, Nat. Come on now.
It wasn't one of those moments, baby.
I thought it was. You didn't even ask me. I do, but give me my shit back.
We got a live demonstration going on right now, y'all.
Give me my crab. You do that.
This nigga took the
Over here.
whole... I seen it as soon as she did
I'm
that.
like, dang, I'm still hungry. I was going to swim, wait for her to start putting the crab meat back over here. I look over and she already...
Easy, stop eating her damn food, cuz. Like, what the fuck?
Can you crab this for me? You owe me. You already ate some of my crab.
Damn, bro.
I was saying that to say, let's wrap it up, y'all.
I was finna say they doing real good, cause Nat, goddamn, she ain't even care about her crab leg getting taken.
It's a long video. I was saying to say everything was full circle that whole day. I
I'm
noticed
glad
you
to
felt
hear
some
it,
sort of
man.
way. I came to cater to your emotions, cater to your feelings. You appreciate that I catered to it. So then now you're appreciating me for appreciating you. So it was just like, moment.
And then once you get that momentum, man, it just builds. You stack those wins, and before you know it, you look up, you're like, God damn, this is the best place we've ever been in before. You know, this is the best place financially I've been in before. It's stacking those small wins. But if you don't even acknowledge those wins, you have nothing to stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, so instead of stacking your wins, you're stacking complaints. You know, you're finding stuff to complain about, and you're stacking those things, which makes it even more toxic, makes it even more, challenging for you to get in a better space in whatever area of life it is,
And nothing fell for.
Be conscious of what you're stacking.
First, either one of us asked for it. It's just, all right, like, let's get to each other. And that's what we've been doing in this relationship. So I'm very proud of us, and I love us, and Ezee Gang, thank you so much for supporting us,
and coming through this rough journey with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you got any relationship advice or questions, comment down below, or anything that you even can relate to, comment down below so we know that you stuck this long in the video and you was a writer, okay?
We love you.
Hey man, this was a very, very lit video. Shout out to Ezee and Natalie once again for their transparency, their honesty, authenticity about the realness of what's happening in the relationship, what has happened, what they intend to happen, and what's happening right here in this moment. All right, Ezee, stop eating her food. All right now, okay? Stop eating her food. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you want more content from Ezee and Natalie like this, comment down below and let them know. Okay, make sure that you do like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Make sure you tell a friend. I'm sorry, Nat. Look what I paused you on. My bad, girl. Let me do you better than that. All right, that's not even better. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I upload on my channel. DM me lit videos to react to, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell that Angel Mama to tell that Uncle Joey still a holler. See you guys in the next motherfucking video. I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.